Hi guys, welcome back. Tonight's video is going to be a simple one, but kind of a recreation of one of my favorite older videos by QueenofSerene, in which she has a bag or something of makeup brushes, and she's picking them up and showing them to you, talking to you about how you can use them and whatnot, and doing a little bit of camera brushing. And I don't know, there's just something about it. It's one I've seen upwards of 20 times. I love it so much, so I thought it might be fun to do something in that vein. I do have more brushes than what is just in here, which is it's like a little mug, and it says black like my soul. So I do have more than these, but not that sit on this table. So potentially, if you guys like this video, I could maybe make another one. But let's just go ahead and jump into this one for now. So I'm gonna set this down, I'm gonna set it down right here. And let's start with this brush. So it's rubbed off now, but it's a juicy couture brush, and it's just a large powder brush. I mean, maybe even a medium powder brush. It's just very standard. Nice, soft, fluffy bristles. Just dust powder all over the face, the cheeks and the chin, down the neck, across the forehead, under the eyes, just anywhere you need powder. You could also potentially use this as a blush or bronzer brush, but you wouldn't have that much control because it is rather splayed in the ferrule here. So that's the first brush. I'm gonna set them to the side so that I don't mix up which ones I have and haven't shown you guys. Okay. For the next one, look at this one. I barely have any nails, so it's hard for me to tap. I hope you guys don't mind. But this is a Real Techniques brush, and again, I've had this for a while, so it is rubbed off quite a bit. But I can read that this is the Deluxe Crease brush. So it looks like this. It's rather chunky. I don't know if you can tell. It's a rather big brush. So you just use it to blend eyeshadow in your crease. And I remember when this brush came out, it was also popular for doing concealer because it is so densely packed that I can blend it out quite well. So you can blend your eyeshadow or concealer. And I mostly only use it for eyeshadow though, because I don't normally wear concealer. But that's what this one is. And I actually cleaned all of my brushes last night, but you won't be be able to tell because I had to do 3 people's plus my makeup for a wedding today, so you'll be able to tell that they've been used recently. Next, let's pick this one up. This one is the Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. So it looks like this and has a gold ferrule. You can see a little. I must have smacked some eyeshadow with it or something. So just highlight. So like it says in the name, it's tapered, which just means that the sides meet. You can really see that now, could you? They meet at a point. And this is a really soft brush, and it almost has that duo fiber look because of the white tips. So it's a highlighter brush, but you can use it for more than that. But yes, it is good for placing and blending highlighter here, below the brow bone, above the brow, the forehead, the nose, your cupid's bow, your chin, your other cheek. It's great for all of that. The fact that it has a nice point to it also means that you could use it pretty easily for contouring. There. And if you have a particularly petite face, you could probably also get away with using it for blush. I could also use it for blush, but I do tend to pick a bigger brush because I have quite large cheeks. But that's kind of the common theme in Krista's video, and in just makeup usage in general, that a brush might have a designated use, but you can really use whatever brush for whatever you need done as long as it works. And sometimes it may not even work well, but if you're in a pinch, you can make it work. So. And honestly, another thing I've used this for is when it's clean. If I feel like I just can't get the blend that I want, but it's a really simple look, like today. It's mostly just shades of brown, which I've been wearing this makeup now for, what time is it? About 12 hours, so it's not looking its best, but sometimes when I'm doing my makeup, I will just blend in my crease here to just try to soften up any edges that I can when I just feel like I'm not getting it. Another thing you could use this one for is you could pick up powder and set underneath your eye. You can get really close to that lash line that way. So that's another thing you could use it for. Next one. Let's pick up this one, perhaps. This one is a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I don't use this one as often as I used to, but if I'm not mistaken, it's meant to be like a foundation brush, but like any foundation, you could use powder, cream, liquid, so it's very, very dense. Very, very dense. And you can just put your, a lot of times I'll just dot my foundation around and then blend it all, or I'll put it on my hand and pick some up on the brush and then place it where I want. So just buff, 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 buff. And because it's so densely packed, you will get quite good coverage. So that's really the only thing I would probably use this for, because it is so dense, but also rather small. You could use it for cream contour and cream blush and highlighter if you wanted to as well, though. Next, we'll pull out two of the same brush because I have two of these. And these are the e.l.f. small tapered brushes. They are both quite dirty. They saw lots of use today. So, these are relatively inexpensive brushes, which is one reason I have two. But the other reason is that I just love this small shape so much. It's perfect for contouring and highlighting and setting under the eyes. But what I mostly use it for is contouring and highlight. So it's a little difficult to tell right now, but I think I see sparkles on this one. I think this is the highlighter brush. So I have one for highlighting. And I have one for contouring. So yeah, these are really great and they've held up really well. And I think they're only like $3. So that's another thing that Krista mentions in her videos. I think there can sometimes be this pressure to go out and purchase the most inexpensive thing, but sometimes simple, inexpensive brushes can really get the job done. So, love these, and I should probably get backups because I use these so frequently. Next, we will pick up this one. You can see the staining on this one. The tips are orangish right now. It's actually my blush for today. I used a rather neon corally kind of blush. It's faded a lot and this light actually washes me out a fair bit, but that's what I used it for. So this is from Wet n Wild, and it's just their angled brush. And it's great for blush, but because it's so narrow and it's rather small. So it's also another one that I do like to contour with sometimes. I think it can add it's a real soft kind of contour. But again, it's one you could also highlight with if you needed to. And it also has this little finger rest right here. It's kind of like a little right there. I don't know if you can see, but it makes it easy to hold. Next, this is a Flower Beauty brush, and it doesn't have a name printed on here. Basically just like a large shader brush, quite large actually. So it's very dense, very dense. So it's good at packing on color if you need it to, but it is quite wide. So it's another one that sometimes if I'm kind of struggling to get the blend I want, I'll take it clean or with a light kind of fleshy tone, and I'll just really blend that outer edge. Another thing I do with it a lot is when I'm doing kind of more bold looks, I tend to get a little trigger happy and I get eyeshadow in here, and it can really darken up your face. So I'll pick up some powder with this and really pack it in the inner corner to brighten it back up. So that's another thing you could do with it if you so desired. So that's my Flower Beauty. And I've had this one I got this like when the Flower Beauty very first came out, like right after they first released their brushes, and the ferrule's not loose at all. It's so well made. I love it. Next, we'll do the other Flower Beauty brush I have. I got these at the same time, and then it's the same thing with this one. It's held up remarkably well, and it's a very sturdy feel. Not heavy, but not cheap either, if you know what I mean. So this is an angled brush, and there's so many things you could do with this. Very commonly you do your brows. So you could use cream or like a pomade or powder. I used powder today. So I just pick up a shade and really you just brush it through the shape you have. And then when I'm getting close to done, I'll take it and I'll put it right here at the front. I'll push it and just kind of wiggle it up to get a more natural front instead of it being very, very thickly colored all the way to the front, which can kind of give you that Sharpie brow. So that is the Flower Beauty angled brush. I love how I only told you one thing you could do with it. You could also do your eyeshadow with it, or tightly blend a color down here. And now we can move on. So this is the Luxie 516 Duo Fiber Powder. So this isn't specified, but it's not super big. It's quite small. So I don't really use it for setting the face ever, but what I do use it for is bronzer. So the Duo Fiber tips help you keep it light and stop you from really packing on a muddy line. So I just blend my bronzer here. You could also do blush and even a highlighter if you wanted to. And you really could set your face too. I just don't tend to because it's a smaller brush and I have a larger face. But you could even pop bronzer under here sometimes and down the sides of the nose. You could also bronze your jawline if you wanted to. That's mostly what I use it for, bronzer, but like I said, you can use it for whatever you want. Okay, so next we have this beautiful, beautiful gold brush. And I have a couple of these. Let me just actually pick them all up because they're a little mini set. So they look like this. They're all quite small detail brushes. They are from Luxie as well. I have one more, I think, Luxie brush in this pink set. The pink set came with 3. And then this was a 4 set of these smaller detail brushes. So this is the Luxie 131 Mini Angled. So you can see there's some eyeshadow still in there today. And what I use this a lot for, especially today when I was doing other people's makeup, is I like to lay down like an outer V color and blend it in because there is just the slightest amount of fluffiness, and it really helps kind of flick it towards the front and blend out that outer corner. But it also works really well to blend out eyeshadow under the bottom. Whatever you want it to do, it can do it. So it's like this, slightly angled. And then in the same set, we have the Luxie 141 Mini Round. So this is like a dome shape. And I typically use this one for, again, small detail work. You could definitely blend out your bottom eyeshadow. But I tend to use it if I'm doing like a halo eye and I really need to get some darkness in that inner corner. Or I'll use it to highlight the brow bone, especially on people with much smaller brow bones and lid space than me. Like, I have tons of space here. But when I was doing my best friends and their mom's makeup today, they have a lot less space here. So I really needed to get in there and just barely highlight under that brow bone so as to not interfere with the rest of their eyeshadow. So that's something you could do. And then the next one is the 121 Mini Tapered. And it looks like this. So again, all the other things that I just said, blending here and here and here work. But what I like this a lot for is if you're kind of really trying to sharpen up your crease, like with a dark color, this gets right in there. So well, right in that socket. So just pick up the color you want. Really, 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 really blend. Okay. And for the last one in this set, that is the Luxie 111 Mini Flat Angled. And honestly, this is a peculiar shape. So I don't know if you can see. Let me bring it to like here. It is angled. And then it is also flat. So sometimes I do use it to just kind of pack on color in small spots, but it's a very odd shape. So if you know how I'm supposed to be using it, do let me know. But it's one I haven't quite figured out yet. So it is beautiful to look at though. Okay, well, you know what, guys? We have quite a few left, and we are already at 20 something minutes, so maybe we'll just do one more, and then if you guys like this video, you can let me know, and I'll get some of my other brushes out of my extra makeup bag, which is in this closet over here, and I can make another one. But let's see, we'll pick this one up. So this one is a quite large fan brush in comparison. This is a more standard fan brush size. So this doesn't have a brand name. This actually came off of a set I got on eBay. That was like my first ever brush set, and I mean, I was so young, and it has held up so well. And the whole brush roll probably cost me $10, but it's not loose at all. The bristles are still soft. It's not missing a ton. So, you know, they say you get what you pay for, but sometimes you just get nice things. So this is one that has a couple different uses, but what I mostly use it for is contouring, because this would not work for a lot of people because it's very large, as you can see, but it works for me because of sweep it there. I'll pick up a lot of times the product on one end, place it, and then blend it down with the clean ones. I think that helps it again from being too harsh or like muddy. You can also use highlighter. You can pop highlighter, wherever. I don't know any other specific uses for something this large, but that's what I use it for. Mostly just contour soap. I put it on this end, put it there, next to the top of my ear, and then blend it down. Then just go back and forth. Pop it, blend it down, blend it down, blend it down. Alright guys, so that is all of the ones that I have to show you for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, do go check out Krista's video because they don't call her the queen for no reason. She is so lovely, and it's a great video. So I'll have it linked in the description. Definitely check it out, and definitely do also let me know if you want the second part, and I can do that for you guys. But until then, I hope that you rest well and have really peaceful sleep, and I will see you guys in the next one.